How's it going, everybody? I'm joined with my best friend, Scotty. Scotty, we haven't seen each other all week. How are you, my guy?
I know you abandoned me, and it was very sad.
Yeah, and while I abandoned you, so much happened, so we gotta come back and talk about it. But first, we got events, right? You're the math guy, the best in the business. There's an event going. There's an event that just ended. We'll talk about our experience with the first Gear to 20 event, some recommendations going forward. It's kind of a feeler out for this first event, anyway. But let's just jump right into it before I just talk too damn much. And let's start with the first event, Lucky Seven. So it looks like here we're looking at some costumes. What are we going to need to do to get these costumes? And I guess, can we get these costumes?
Yeah, so this is just like the third week of the same weekly events that have been very easy to do. Like you can blitz with the 7 yellow shield medic to get a jump on it. You don't need to though. So like newer players who maybe don't want to spend the gold on him once again, like you do not need to bring him to 7 stars
Perfect.
to get those points. You don't need these points. Even though like they have given us the shards for him and even 3 diamonds on him last
Yeah. You
week.
know what? You know what a new
Or
player told me? They're like,
what?
my shield medic carried me through the hero campaign because three
There you
diamonds is
go. Maybe
crazy at low levels.
maybe people should put then I guess maybe
Yeah,
people should put their stars on him if they're newer because he'll actually like or they'll actually carry you through it.
yeah, kind of insane.
Um, and anyway, this is battling also with cosmic characters. It says city on the bottom. Sorry, I forgot to change it, but like up there it says cosmic. So blitz, raids, war, like I think it should be pretty auto to do. You shouldn't have to do any blitz rotations you don't want to do, even though you
Nice.
should because blitz is the best.
Sure,
Um,
Jan.
and then it's just getting that 20k from the daily objectives. So tomorrow, like if you have already completed the event, if you want a little like head start, you can hold your daily objectives and just collect that complete all daily objectives once the next event starts. If you just really want, all that experience that you no longer need, and the Omega Sentinel shards that you don't need that are on a farmable node.
Yeah, kind of a bummer for Omega Sentinel. Like Omega Sentinel is actually on one of the best nodes to farm. She's on a gold
Yeah,
orb node farm.
yeah.
Kind of lame. But let's look at the other stuff in here. So obviously the monthly meta stuff, a lot of Crimson gear for people for people who don't have Mephisto yet that started before this anniversary. They're gonna be flush with Crimson gear, which is kind of awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have the Old Man Logan skin. I do have that pulled up on my phone right now. It's kind of just a chrome, right? It's kind of just a black chrome, but it's better than a gold chrome or a diamond chrome for sure. I kind of would want to have him have like the long trench coat, right, and the cowboy
Mhm.
hat and everything like that. Hopefully, we can get a cool skin like that before he loses his relevance in the meta. Because as you know, one of two Wolverines, you will probably never see Old Man Logan reworked again. Let's get to see how that goes. How you feeling about these skins? Some of them are cool, like the Jean Grey one, like it's like sleek black and gold. It's a step up from gold skins, right?
Yeah, I mean they're cool, but like as we found out last week, or like we're worried, we thought skins were breaking our game for us.
Yes, Christmas tree
So like I'm
broke.
always they're cool, but I'm always worried to equip them because like are they gonna break my game one day?
I listen. It makes sense. If you still have your Christmas tree decorations up in March, you should get punished for that for sure, for sure. All right, let's go ahead and move on over to the web event. How's this one? Is this going to be just kind of free stuff like last time?
Yeah, it's the same thing on repeat. So the 2 campaigns, getting the 30k is easy, no cores needed.
Nice.
Like the rewards in it aren't very good to begin with, so it's just there.
Right on. And yeah, so the saving cores here is going to play a big part into my discussion about this current event, actually. And although I actually do kind of like coring these showcases that we currently have up, we have three additional gold orb fragnodes or training orb fragnodes as well that actually give more than the regular campaign nodes do by a lot, which is cool. And it's nice to take advantage of that to level characters up. But yeah, these new events for Gear Tier 20 and leaderboards and all that nonsense. Pretty intense, right? Let's just a vibe check. How did you enjoy the first Gear Tier 20 event? Kind of just another event, but new rewards attached to it, right?
Yeah, I mean the orbs weren't terrible. Like every time I got a training mat in it, I was like, oh thank God I can go level someone up.
Yeah, right.
I'm like in like I have over 100 million gold, but like no
No
training.
orbs.
So I mean it's been good. Like the leaderboard is Like there are the people in like the top 10 that I'm like, slow down, guys. Like I feel like this is just like a measuring contest right now.
Yeah, they're
Um,
just fighting among each other, right? So this is the orb you're
uh,
talking about. This is important because we'll look up
yeah.
the orb from this next event. The left pillar, we had gold, or we had trading materials there. We had some pretty decent characters in this middle one, including Peggy, Herc, Medusa, and then some of the older characters here, including Orcus characters. It's kind of a familiar theme. Then we had some Annihilators and Illuminati, but that was because we had the Shadow King event going, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, not a terrible orb. Why don't you walk us through this event? What do we need to do?
Yeah, so this is similar to a previous event where we had to clear waves in Battle World. Although this one, it looks like you have to do less waves.
Yeah.
We're losing Lilandra in Cosmic Crucible. I don't know how I feel about that, just because like forcing people to use her once. There are a lot of people that maybe don't have Howard or Havoc, and so using her without them could cost you it. Like I feel like that's a weird plug and play if you don't have the other
Well,
two.
let me speak to my experience on this last one. So the lander herself, I think no big deal because everyone got it for free, and she stops Gladiator, and Gladiator is a very kind of staple defense character. This last event was different. You had to use all the Starjammers. You had to use at least 5 of them, one time each, right? Which, if it was just Lander, you can lose her 3 times within 3 matches. That wouldn't work. I threw my last Crucible match. I don't have Havoc unlocked. And I opted instead to core for more Howard shards, so I'd get more points in this Gear Tier 20 event. And I lost against Superior 6 because my 3 Diamond Rocket couldn't kill a Green Goblin who was at 80% life. Loving that damage the team does, for sure, for sure.
But you could have just used Lilandra and Howard.
I could have, except I actually did not have a use case for them at all in the first
Uh,
match. So as the second match, I threw the match. This third one, I'll use just Lilandra against Gladiator. So I think that it's kind of okay to use just Lilandra, but also it seems completely unnecessary, right? At the end of the day, I understand they wanted to incentivize having Howard and Havoc at higher stars, getting more points for that in total. Just using Lilandra seems just like, well, why at that point? What's the point, right? All right, sorry about that. Go ahead and continue on. What's X coin orb?
uh, so there is an open one X coin orb. This is like from an offer, I'm guessing that's going to be out, and it has a limit on it, so it's like a one-time thing,
50
and that's going
bucks.
to give some X coins and I think some gold.
Okay.
Um,
Actually, I can pull it up right now. Here we go. X coin orb. Let's go take a look. See X coin orb. All right, there's some stuff here. 5 million gold, 100,000 X coins, and 500 Dark Diamond credits. There's going to be a store coming up, right? Maybe that store is going to have Gear Tier 20 in it. And this is going to be an offer a lot of people are going to gravitate towards anyway. I kind of doubt it. I don't think they'll put Gear Tier 20 in a store just yet. This could just be maybe for new character shards. We'll have to wait and see the value of the store and how this goes. Yeah,
I guess what annoys me is they put a limit on it. So it's
yes.
like only buying one orb, which that is the orb that people who are going to buy offers would want to buy. And instead, to complete the event, to get further in the milestones, you need to spend campaign energy to get legend orb fragments, and the legend orbs kind of suck.
Yeah, let me pull that up as well. And also on that, the X coin orb, I noticed there was no trading materials, but there was 5 million more gold for you to sink your teeth into. So this is the left pillar. We have Dark Diamond credits and Dark Promotion credits. I actually had a conversation with a gentleman in the Discord this weekend about Dark Promotion credits. This is the kind of orb that I do see it thrown into events. No idea how much DPCs that we end up earning on average from events like this. I guess you could get nothing but Dark Diamond credits, but you don't have any character at 7 red stars to actually use them on. Could be an issue for some players. The center pillar, these unique pieces, why put teal here at all? Like,
Exactly. Like why
why?
teal? Like it should just be 100%
Yeah,
crimson.
it should just be crimson. I
Like I think it's for newer players that maybe do need the teal, but they're giving so much teal out in
everywhere.
like even the campaign events, like just
Yeah,
by doing like the ones where they provide you the characters, they gave so many teal orbs that like
yeah.
this orb just feels bad because there's a 50% chance you're going to get teal.
Yeah, it's pretty trash. Actually, pretty trash when you think about it like that. I'm gonna make a video later this week about characters that I think really kind of deserve their unique piece. I was talking about this with Mobile when we were at the summit when this hit. I was like, hey, some of these characters like Odin, you get 50,000 extra damage and 900,000 life just by the unique piece. Now I know I'm bringing Odin. This doesn't cost any gear to 20 pieces. It doesn't slow other phases down. Started looking at other characters. The rework characters are trash. Protectors, they sometimes get some decent health, but the other stats, just not very meaningful. It's kind of like damage dealers get the most benefit from this. So I'll probably be looking at upgrading a lot of post-Ares characters that are damage dealers. And I might want to have an extra surplus of these unique. So maybe benefit from the orb in that case. And then from the right pillar, we have 250k to 1.5 million gold. Gold is nice. It would be a lot nicer if we had like gear tier 20 in the store to spend it on. Then we'd probably celebrate it more. But to your point earlier, no training orbs or no training mats in this orb. So not a super fan of the orb. And like you said, this is going to be from campaign energy, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what the drop is going to be. So this is based on like the last event that we were getting orb fragments, which was at 4 orb fragments per energy.
Yeah.
That seems to be the theme as of late. Like the last ISO ones have been the same.
Yeah. I think it's fair.
So
It's a safe bet, and if not, it'll get updated.
I'll adjust it tomorrow if it's suddenly better, of course.
Yeah.
So I did kind of the track with everything max. Like this isn't one of the ones where like it's having max characters and there's all this crazy stuff that you can like add to it. So they're basically are just kind of the 2 tracks. There's the one where you're gonna buy the X coin orb offer and get that extra 20k points, which gets you to milestone 17. And this is just doing the 50 core refreshes. 17 did it not actually get you extra X coins because there's actually like the coins in the milestones themselves.
Right.
Where is that gone? So 17 just gets you some Patriot shards, some Crimson Gear Orb fragments, and some T3 level 1 ions. But even spending hundreds on the energy doesn't get you to milestone 18 that has more X coins on it.
Wow, what a jump. 98 to
Yeah,
135.
so I this orb sucks, so I don't think I would core it more because
Right.
like I think you even if you have a bunch saved, people are going to be disappointed by how far you get just because like the orb fragments are only worth 1 point. Like if they were worth like 8 points, then it would probably jump more, but I don't think you're going to get to milestone 18 by coring energy. So I didn't do 100 core track because it doesn't help and the orb suck.
Right.
It would be one thing if there were X coins in the orb as well, like on like the side. But without that, it just really doesn't make sense. And like just buying that one offer to get the 20 Patriot shards, like I don't know if that's worth it either to people.
Right.
But milestone 17 is kind of what I have as the max without. I'm assuming you're just going to have to buy milestone points or the orbs that suck. Like I think that's the biggest thing once again that sucks with this is buying the orbs for X coins, which is what people are going to want to do, does not get you any further in these milestones. So I personally see these milestones as kind of crap. I guess you'll have to weigh it like maybe if you buy offers to get like 170k X coins, is that cheaper than just buying more of the orbs to get 100k X coins? There's going to be a math to that.
Right. And is there no leaderboard to this event? I actually haven't gone over the blog yet.
Nope.
No leaderboard. I wonder if there might actually be Gear Tier 20 in the store then to actually incentivize people to go for that X coins. I thought there was going to be a leaderboard. Oh, wait.
There definitely is Gear Tier 20 in the store. It says that.
Well, there you go. Okay.
Apparently, we should have done a dorky read the blog video.
Listen, I got home to the kids, and I've done nothing but kids stuff, and I have zero regrets, man. Zero regrets.
So this definitely. I thought you were like trying to be like mysterious, like on purpose when you said it earlier. I didn't realize.
No, I have not read anything. I have no idea what's coming. Tomorrow's going to be an exciting day for me. Okay, well, we're getting a good amount of X coins. So I wonder if the 175,000 extra X coins is going to be super powerful here. Also, Crimson Marrow Extract, is this Gear Tier 19? Do we know that?
But it might be powerful, but it really depends on the cost of the
Yes.
X coin
Yes.
orb, because it'll probably make more sense not to buy a bunch of orbs you don't want to get further in this event when you could just buy
Yeah,
the
by
orb
the orb
directly.
itself. Unless
But
that
I
orb is
don't
a
know
one and
I don't
done.
know what the cost would be for people that want to buy that. So
Yeah, and the orb could also there may only be one offer for that orb. Well,
maybe
that's what they did with like awakened abilities. This Crimson Marrow extract. This is not gear tier 20, right?
there's no gear tier 20 in the
Okay.
milestones. It'll only be in the
Okay.
store.
This is a really weird event. This is a really
Yeah.
weird event. I think going over it. I don't love the orb. I thought there was a leaderboard, so I was like, well, maybe you don't core to go from 98 to 135, but you core for the leaderboard. No leader. Okay, so kind of a W event for free to play then, just to chill on, right? Like you just get the X coins you can up to milestone 16. You don't have to get the orb if you don't want to. You get what you can get from the store, and you kind of relax. It's kind of a nice little break. I don't know why I'm hoarding my energy right now anymore. Come on, Scotty. You're
Well,
supposed to be my guiding star.
you would have to forward a lot to like get to the next milestone. So I think people are going to be disappointed
Okay, well,
if they forward.
that's too bad. But yeah, extra Patriot shards for that super awesome Liberty team. Hey, Liberty team is at least performing better in War than Starjammers are in Crucible, right? I got lots of thoughts on stuff that's been happening, which I'll get to in another video. But let's just do a quick pulse check on everything. So this is the first leaderboard for Gear Tier 20. I'm sitting at just under 3K here. Full disclosure, I did spend 25 bucks on offers because while I was at the summit, I missed every single fucking 80 energy refresh because California is in wacky world time zone and I didn't know when to check, and I missed a lot of arena payouts and my account greatly suffered for it, and I had to taxi myself around. It sucked.
Well, your arena would have been at a better time for you.
Yeah, if I wasn't super busy. But yeah, anyway.
Being friends with other people,
Yeah, I know.
not talking to me.
I'm
You
sorry.
did send me a heart one day.
I did, and I meant to. I did send my wife. I didn't send my wife a heart, Scotty, just so we're on the same page. But listen. While I was gone, they did really ramp up these rewards because before I left, it was just the top 1,000 getting rewards, and now they did kind of a new bracket for every 500 players, all the way up to the top 5,000, then every 1,000 players up to top 10,000, which, by the way, is greater than 1 to 3%. So literally 0 people are going to fall in the 1 to 3% range for this event. So hope you're not aiming for that. It's either top 10,000 or 4 to 10%, by the way. How do we feel about them kind of increasing the rewards? I myself love it. It did actually incentivize me to drop 25 bucks on this. I still have more Crucible points to get. I still might drop another 10 bucks. I'm kind of aiming for top 2,500 here. 85 is enough to put 3 pieces on because each piece costs 25. That's a full character, right? Like, how do we
It
feel?
is more expensive this time, right? Wasn't it like less last time?
Then Odin was way cheaper. If you dropped
Like the Dark Dimension before that, where you were doing Gear Tier 19, I feel like it was not as expensive to equip them. Like it was less minis.
yes, it was 20, right? I mean, I could just check, I'm sure. We'll just see what a Gear Tier 20 piece costs. I'm sure we have lots of characters that require them.
25 just seems high.
Okay, so Gear Tier 20 is 25, and this one is 18. Yeah, it only required 18 Gear Tier 19s. So it is definitely more expensive. A lot of the prices seem pretty the same as what they used to be. I have been told that some older characters that actually cost a lot of pieces got reduced. Let me check a character top of my head. I know that Venom was a 5-cost character. Is Venom still a 5-cost character? Is an interesting idea. He's going to be way down here. No, he's not. So yeah, Venom actually has some Gear 219 pieces. So they did make good on that. Some older characters cost less than what they used to. That's good if we want to bring a character. I don't know off the top of my head. There's probably some super awesome reworked character that we weren't going to build because he's going to cost too much. Mephisto and Odin do still cost a lot. I'll give you a quick showing of what I was talking about. Howard is a damage dealer. Howard gets 35,000 damage for his unique, whereas Invisible Woman is a protector and a pre-Ares character. She gets a whopping 15,000 life and 110 focus. Yeah, don't bring Invisible Woman to Gear 220. That's trash. This costs a lot of gold, about 1 million gold to equip a single piece.
I got gold, man.
You got gold. There you go. The catalyst cost on these, I do think, is going to catch people faster than they think, especially on the catalyst that the normal contributors, right? The focus and the health catalysts are normally the ones that get you before resistant armor do. Lots to talk about there, but the thing I want to spend a little bit more time on, this video is actually already at 20 minutes. Null is coming to the game, Scotty. So we will be getting Null unlocked this week after Battle World. We have not been able to showcase how good Null is just yet. How excited are you for Null?
I'm super excited.
Yeah, he's
I
Null.
don't know what he does. I don't know how excited to be. Like, is he going to change my life?
He's Null. Listen, I didn't read the blog yet, so I have not play tested him. I have no idea.
It mentions really nothing about him in the blog other than when you unlock him, there's a campaign or milestone that will open to get red stars on him.
Good.
Just from playing the game, like free red stars, which is cool. But it really, I don't really understand what he will do. I assume maybe he will go into arena, but I guess I will stay tuned to my favorite content creator to tell me what to do.
I hope that's me. Well, here's what I'll say. We see how Howard the Duck, Havoc, and Landra are doing in their game mode at low stars. I would be surprised if Null was that much better. I have read his kit. They gave his kit while you were briefly retired there. It's really good.
Nap.
Yeah, it's a little nap. It's really good. It's an anti-Mephisto kit, so maybe he would sub in. But if you have Null on defense, and you have Mephisto, I bring my Null into yours, but I don't bring my Mephisto because he's garbage at that point. We'd have to wait and see and play it out. I haven't play tested it, so I don't want to speak too much on it, but lots of cool stuff coming to Marvel Strike Force, and probably a giant Starjammer buff that's going to be way too heavy-handed, and I got a lot of thoughts on that. Get ready to get mad at me in tomorrow's video because I got some thoughts you're not going to like. Some things I do 100% agree with, but Scotty's laughing because he knows I'm going to get ratioed to heckin' back in the video.
He basically already told me that I have a skill issue.
And if I had the balls to tell Scotty he has a little bit of a skill issue,
I have a reading comprehension issue, apparently.
I sent him a kissy text before my wife, okay? That's how close I am to this man, and I said that. You guys, listen, enjoy your remainder of your weekend. It's 10 o'clock on a Sunday, so it's over. Hope you guys have an amazing start to your week. I look forward to ruining that with the Starjammers video, but lots of cool stuff coming in Marvel Strike Force, and hopefully this video helped you get prepared for the event coming. If nothing else, just helped you kind of manage your expectations. This coming event seems like it's going to be just, let's see what the store's got to offer, and kind of a chill event. All right, Scotty, thank you so much for breaking everything down for us. Anything you want to say to everybody before we get out of here?
Nope. I will update the event if I need to tomorrow. So just stay tuned.
Right on, guys. All right, stay happy, stay healthy, have fun. And for me and Scotty, bye-bye. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.